video and I put Ja Morant's dad up there with LeVar and kind of compare. So now I'm in here talking about Ja Morant. You know what I mean? When I went out to LA, me and LeVar talked about Kyrie. And so I got that clip when the Nike deal dropped. I dropped a video about Kyrie. Long as I still got, something talking with the Ball family, people, they can say, you know what? We could deal with him talking about this because we like the way he talk about this subject. Yeah. So if he talk about anything else with it, we good.
Wow. You just broke that down. And for those that wasn't able to keep up with that, my man's dropping jewels right now. That was brilliant. You made it where there's no limitations. You didn't put yourself in a box. It might look like that initially because of how you started, but you were able to branch that out and create this tree where everything is about life, culture, business, family. But the core is that core, but you were able to stretch that out.
Yes, that's why in my about, and it doesn't say Lonzo, LaMelo, LiAngelo. It says ownership, sports, you know what I mean? Family, because that's what it's about. Somebody dropped a tweet on the Ball family saying something negative against the Ball brothers. Well, I got on there. I didn't mention one hezzy shot, one floater, one layup. I just talked about how this dude shouldn't be coming at the Ball family, and I can get 70,000 views on it because that's what I'm known for. So, honestly, those things to me are more important than a game. Basketball is a sport. It's fun. I cheer. I go crazy for it, but it's still just a game. It's no different than Monopoly. So I base things on that, something that really moves my life. You know what I mean? Or else you're going to get tired of it at some point, unless it's always relevant in your life. Family is always relevant. I'm a father. I got a father. See what I'm saying? These things are always going to be business. I got a business. So it's always going to be relevant to me. And I'm not going to leave those, many people have been telling me like, dude, you go so much further if you just forget about the Big Baller brand. Go so much further if you stop talking about LeVar and Tina, just stick to LaMelo. Even they've been going so much to say, just stop talking about LiAngelo when he's not a hot type. Let him go. Or Lonzo get hurt. They're like, man, drop Lonzo. Just talk about LaMelo. Make a LaMelo channel. And I say, maybe you don't know and maybe you'll never know, but don't get it confused because this is ball facts and I'm just going to drop facts on whatever I want to.
Yeah, no, for real. I do feel like they want LiAngelo to be the forgotten child, which is why I still feel like he's still relevant to this day because there's a testimony in everybody's journey, right? Everybody doesn't take the same path to success. You tapped into it just a little while ago. Even multiple channels talking about the Ball family. Y'all don't take the same path. Y'all don't get to the same end results either. Some people are strictly talking about the basketball moves. Puma, is Zoe going with Nike? Is he still with Big Baller? Jello still doing the Big Baller brand. Why is he not trying to get a shoe deal? Like you don't limit yourself once again to just those things. So your path can go wherever you want to take it. You're in control of that. You're the driver of that. Not necessarily what the fans want you to do, but people that actually want something a little deeper, something that goes beyond the surface level. And I respect that.
I always give people what I want to give them. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, the fans will always tell you what they want. And there's some people that only care about numbers and fast numbers. When you want fast numbers, you die fast as well. I never give people what they want. I give people what I want to give them. So if it's Father's Day and I want to drop a song about a Father's Day song, they're like, you're not a rapper. Why'd you do that? Just to check you guys and let you know that it's my platform. It's not yours. And I'm going to do what I want to do. And if you want to unsubscribe, good. We're going to weed out the bad apples because I ain't going to have nobody control me. And when I get to where I'm going, I'll be able to look at anybody and say, I do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing what they want me to do, now I'm trapped. I'm talking ownership, but I don't own nothing. They own me.
Woo! Bars, man. So I got to ask you just off of that alone, when did Mr. Ballfax know that this is my purpose? When did it hit you like this is it? When was that moment where you said, I'm dropping everything and I'm going all out? Ballfax.
Man, I was working at a bus depot where I wash buses. Okay. And at night, I would go into my car and I record on my phone, just talking. Yeah. In the morning, I would just slap the vocals on a track with videos. I couldn't even make money off of it at first. Everything getting copyright claimed. I didn't know how to edit nothing. Gotcha. But I'm just putting it on there. And one day my phone started buzzing in my pocket like zzz, 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 and this is like after 3 weeks of uploading 3 videos, only got like 300 views, and my phone just kept buzzing and buzzing and buzzing, and 300 views turned to 500, 10,000. I mean, when I tell you I was putting my phone in my pocket and taking it out, I was growing like 5,000 views in 5 minutes. It was just going crazy. And then I said, this is interesting, but I'm still not done yet. I'm like, this might be a fluke. So I'll make a few more videos and stuff like that, you know.
I feel that.
And then all of a sudden I hit 1,000 subscribers, and they're like, you could be monetized. So this is probably like in a month or something, maybe a month and a half, 2 months. I'm starting.
No, you good. You ain't got to be exact.
You know, and then
get the message out for that.
So I'm like, okay, I'll be monetized. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
I made $800 in a month. And I said, wow. I said, either I could say $800 ain't nothing, you know, it ain't really nothing. Or I could say, dang, I'm working this job.
What if I cut that out?
Yes, and doing this.
Yeah.
I'm doing this. And I heard God saying, like, what other sign do you need? I heard God tell me, like, what other sign do you need?
Right.
Like, look what you're doing with that.
Come on.
I told my girl, like, I'm about to do this. She's like, you about to quit your job and do YouTube? I'm like, man, if I doing this and it's this, I could do this. So at that moment, it was a leap of faith. I can't even say like I instantly knew. It was after I did it, and then I started seeing the results of it. Then I knew, you know what I'm saying? After the first month, I was like, oh, okay, this is what it is. I didn't know it automatically, but I did know that God told me, what sign do you need? And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we need 5. You know what I mean? We be unbelieving. We be like, I'm not sure. You have so much failure in your life. Sometimes it's hard to believe that you can get a win. You know what I mean? So I wasn't still completely believing, even though I let my job go. But after that first month and I seen them views go crazy, I started dropping more content. I was like, okay, this is it. So after the first month of me not working a regular job and just strictly doing content, I knew this was it, because I knew I had something that people hadn't seen. I knew I was being myself, and they loved me for the way I put the content out. I didn't have to put on a facade. You know what I mean? Like if you just imagine you could get on the computer and be your complete self, and then you see 10,000 people click it. You like, oh, you know what I'm saying? You're like, I got that fire. I could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. And that's how it went.
It's funny, man. It's funny that you said it that way, because to put it, if I were to simplify it, I put down my lawnmower landscaping and picked up my laptop. I'd be doing yards and, yard work and landscaping right now. I saw the views jump this past weekend, just off 2 videos I did. And it was because of that, I downloaded the studio app for YouTube on my phone. And that's how I found your comment, right?
Look how that...
You see where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Then me reaching out to you and showing you that, and then you responding was another sign for me. Because look at how far you've come. And this ain't for you, but most people in your position that have already did that groundwork that you're talking about, you've already did that, hit that mark where you got your first 800 a month, got your 1,000 subscribers, and y'all take off. I mean, a lot of people in that position, they don't look back to anybody that's starting out. And I could have missed an opportunity just by missing that comment from a year and a half ago. So the fact that you even responded to me, and we've never talked.
Right.
For those of y'all that don't know, he don't know me. I don't know him. This is our first conversation. For real. Outside of the DMs, right? So just keeping it all the way real with my people, because like you said, we being ourselves, being transparent. I'm on my journey right now to, content create myself. And you reaching out and responding and having the availability, flexibility, and saying, hey, what you want to do? I'm supposed to just sit there and I'm supposed to say no. I looked at it as a sign. I'm like, wow, Paul Facts actually hit me back. Oh, wow. And I never responded to his comment or nothing because I didn't see it. For some reason, you commented and no notification, no nothing, but it's all about timing.
It's about timing.
Focused back then. Or if I was, I would have kept going. With what you loved and what you enjoyed, I would have kept going, but I stopped because I was working, my kids, I had, life, right?
Right.
So I had to get to a place where I could focus. And this last year and a half, I really just reset my life and recommitted my life to everything I'm doing. And this past weekend, when I was DJing a wedding, my phone was doing what you talking about. Numbers jumping over 100 some views per day. And I'm just like, what did I do? How did this work? I'm going from 10, 20 views to 500 in a week.
Sometimes it's just the timing. And that's when you apply pressure. That's when you put your foot on the gas.
And here we are with Ball Facts right now.
Let's
facts.
go. Yeah.
Right here on Heat Check for that. And so when you told your story, it was I feel like I was hearing your story and I'm like, wow, that's exactly where I'm at right now. I could be making some money right now doing some yard, a little money here and there. I'm not taking nothing away from that. I'm grateful for everything I have and everything that I get. Because I try to do a law of attraction. I try to be grateful for what I get so I get a return, give out blessings, get it back. You know how it goes. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm gonna put the lawnmower down and pick this laptop up and do some more editing, learn how to do iMovie, learn how to do a lot more of this stuff hands-on, be a lot more hands-on with it. Because I know people love my podcast and listen to my podcast. I'm like, cool. So I want to get the numbers more. I want to get more people out there. People need visual. They need to see me. Not everybody wants to listen to an hour-long podcast. Let's be honest. Attention span is only about that long.
You seen me, I did the face reveal eventually,
And you did. And when you did, I was like, yo, I did not know that was coming. I wasn't ready. I was so used to the hat with no eyes. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm one of the day wonders. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, bro. I respect that and I appreciate you. And you know why I really did the interview too? Because your name stood out to me, that TY, that Ty. Everybody have different names or whatever, but I remember seeing your name just in the back of my memories museum. Like, I seen that. I think he really had been here from the beginning. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I knew that. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.